Hey, I wanted to give a short instructional video of how I do the packaging aspect of my ministry work at House of the Harvest. Much of this stuff is done behind the scenes. It's done in my home because I like a clean environment to allow the things to be put in individual bags, enough for a client for maybe a supplement for a week's worth. I can't say that it's always a week's worth for them, but I try to create it a smaller packaging because I try to buy these items in bulk. I typically shop at Costco and Sam's and try to get these things in large quantities. So I want to show you what I do, okay? Each Saturday when I begin serving, I, sorry, this is moving around, I'm holding it. Each Saturday when I'm serving, I make a list of the items that I'm running low on, and I put it on my Post-it note. Sorry, it's all wrinkled. It's wrinkled because it was shoved in my pocket because I was using it to shop by. So I will show you the things that I bought that were on that list. It's right over here in the stack. So these are things that I accumulated in my shopping at Costco and at Sam's, and I get things from the different places based on the best deal that I can get. And you'll notice this box to the side, bag to the side rather. Those are donated items that I'm also going to divide while they're here. You see here, these are bags that are appropriately sized for the different things. I'm going from smallest to largest, so that was sandwich size, quart size, gallon size, and then t-shirt bags. And in addition are the supplies that I need to make the job go much easier. Here you see that I have started packaging the feminine protection. And what I typically do is write on the bag the size, and I put in basically a month's worth in a package, and this package is 8. So I use the sandwich size bags and put a month's worth in here. And the reason that I label them is to make it much easier for those that are distributing it to just look on the package instead of, turning it over and trying to read what's on the inside. So I just try to make it easier on those that are distributing. So that's how I do it. So here's that whole box packaged and evenly distributed so that there are 8 in a package. If there's any that's odd, I try to keep it so that it's maybe one off. So if it's like one extra or one less, it's just one off. So I try to make it as evenly distributed as possible. For transport, I was able to put them all back into the box, and I'll be able to close it up and take it, transport it there in this. Then I'll transfer it to the bin that has all of the feminine protection. I finished with the tampons, and now I've moved on to the pads. The clients tend to ask for 2 separate sizes. This happens to be the size that I just recently ran out of, which is the thick. So generally speaking, I will ask them, do you prefer thick or thin? So these are the thick ones. And notice that the size of the bag that I'm using is bigger than the ones that I used for the other feminine protection. So this is a storage size. And generally I fit about 5 pads. It's very tight, but I'll fit 5 pads inside one of these bags. This is what it looks like when you have when you fill the quart size with 5 pads. You can still seal it. which is important to keep it clean. So sealed and all the air squished out. I've put all the packages inside the original box in order to transport them to House of the Harvest. Okay, now we've moved on to bladder pads, and I buy, so I give two options, which is nighttime and daytime. This is the nighttime version, and this box comes with 4 of these tall packages, and I break them down into 6 count per gallon size bag. So this will, it's about a week's worth, but it divides exactly 18 into 18 packages. So those are waiting to be bagged, and I will continue to package those up and then put them back into the box to be transported to HOH. Here we have men's pull-ups. What I like to do is spread out the bags, and so that I can write the labels. I write them in a position so that they're easy to read once they're packaged. Here I've opened up the bags so that they're ready to accept the pull-ups. I cut the bag in such a way so it's easy to work with them and count them out. I count out 6 count, and then I pull them out and lay them on the side, and then I pull the sides of the bag up and press out the air, double knot it, and then I put them back into the original box for transport to HOH. The next thing that we'll be looking at are children's diapers. This happens to be size 5. This is what it looks like when you open the box. Then you pull it out. I cut it so it's easy to get them out. I stack them in stacks of 5 for size 5 because it fits easiest into a gallon-size bag. I sit them side by side, then I press the air out, and notice I put them into a bag that's already labeled with the right appropriate size. It's important to squish the air out so that it'll fit into the original box for transport. Here we have children's pull-ups. I've labeled the bags, I've stacked up the pull-ups, and then I put them in side by side so that they're easy to get in and out of the bag. Then I press the air out, I zip it closed, and it's ready to put into the original box for transport. Here we have adult wipes. They're the size of washcloths. These happen to be 48 counts, so I divide them into 5 parts. So notice I use the special gloves so that I don't soil the wipes. Then I stack them so that it's easy for me to put them into the pre-opened quart-size bags. Then I press the air out so that they don't dry out, and then stack them up, and then I will put them into the original box that they came in so that they're easy to transport back and store at HOH. Thank you for watching.